Welcome to Goose's Tiny Table, and today we're going to talk about not making a business that you hate. And I might include hate, because I know a lot of people that hate their businesses. That's a little bit different than hating your business by itself. Okay, so the first part, I've mentioned this before, but we're going to talk a little bit about making sure that you're not getting stuck in a golden cage, because a lot of people do, and there's 5 pieces to it. You don't want to make sure that you're stuck with the clients, stuck with the tasks, stuck with the pressure, really, and stuck with, I guess ultimately a calendar that makes you want to fake your own death. When it really comes down to it, you're creating around you a way of living. So if it's not something that is sort of feeding your soul, you're probably shooting yourself in the foot. Let's fast forward and say that it is working. Well, then unless you magically are able to untether yourself from it, you've now just assigned yourself work, like actual work, like misery work, which is the equivalent of getting a bigger house and the same amount of stuff to fill it up with that was stressing you out and was the reason why you got the big house in the first place. Are you seeing what I'm saying here? It's kind of like this big cycle of misery. I'm trying to help you avoid that. A business that you hate is just a job with worse boundaries. So don't do that. Number 2 is your business should kind of match your personality. So let's say you're a boring AI director of some kind. Well, you probably know what you're going to do. You're going to make all of your branding blue, white, and black, and you'll give a lot of value, and that's what you do. So you'll probably need a lot of leads because the LTV will be relatively low, so the churn will be high, meaning you'll need more leads to get in. This is pretty much, we've seen it a million times. It's pretty much how that thing goes. Now, on the flip side, you might find other groups that are really good at the engagement side of things, but maybe not at monetizing them, right? So you want to find a balance between those things, and you sit somewhere in there, which is your job to find team members that are better at you at all the things that you yourself cannot do. Anyways, in the meantime, it's important to note that some people love sales calls, believe it or not. Some people love content, operations, marketing. Some people love community, this guy right here. And some people should never be allowed next to a spreadsheet. This is also me. There's some kind of role for everyone out there, and you really have to identify what those things are, because, of course, that business, if it identifies with your personality, that means it's going to be very easy for you to plug in and be like, I think I know what I want to do today. I want to go do the thing that's taking care of everything, right? So, okay. How's that all sounded so far? You beans are into it? Okay. Man, I'm getting tired. Okay. No, I think I can finish this one. Give me one second. But there'll just be more breaks to edit. So this one has 3 breaks. Oh, this is good. Okay. Build around the life. Oh, number 3 is build around the life you want, not the one that has the sexy offer. A lot of times, the life that you're looking for isn't around the corner from the cool, popular thing that everyone's doing. In fact, it's probably not going to be that thing. Most of the time, at least from what I've seen, is it's the little nuanced in-between pieces, the stuff that you wouldn't expect that you can actually turn into a business or a way of life that takes care of you in the long run. You want to decide things like, do you want to do calls and sales calls for that matter? Do you want to be traveling, right? Do you want to be having a team, or is this just like a one-man show? There's, is this something that you want to make you popular, or are you willing to become popular, whether you like it or not, in order for this to have more reach? These are a lot of situations that you have to decide on, because at the end of the day, a sacrifice that you select is what's going to cause the needle to be pushed forward. Anyone that wants all of the things, I'm sure everyone would love to be wealthy, famous, and full, but you can't always have all of those things, and most of them require sacrifice. If you're traveling the world, what do you gain? You gain the freedom, but what do you lose? Well, potentially the security of having one location somewhere. But at the same time, if you're in one location somewhere, you have the security, but what don't you have? Well, probably the sense of adventure and the travel. And this is something that you just have to have as sort of a balancing act throughout your life, identifying what you would rather have. And there are no right answers, but if you do not select them, guess who will? Not you. And that's why I'm saying you want to be sure that you're the one selecting the thing. At least in that way, you can direct and guide your life in the path that you would like to see it resolve in. Ultimately here though, you should not be asking what businesses can make money. This is more about what businesses let you stay free after they start working. That's what you want to look for. What is the thing that you can do that feels good, or at least not shitty, that you could be doing, and when it works, you're happy because it worked. You're not secretly feeling inside a little bit sad because it worked and maybe you should have done something else. We all have family members like that, and whenever you talk about something good that you've done, they're probably not the first ones to be like, hey, nice job, I'm proud of you, because what happens? Whether you're, the fact that you're human will basically mean if you selected a life that didn't make you happy and just said that the world forced it upon you, which, sometimes that does happen, but most of us do have free will, even if it comes at the price of sacrifice. And that's, really what we're here to latch onto and remember. Okay, I hope that helps. Have fun, make friends, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.